Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today it's Tuesday the 25th of April. It's a lovely sunny day. This was the bit which we cultivated the other day just near the cow yard, and today I'm hoping to plant it with something, with some grass, because we've got this little this little spinner on the back. So I'm hoping that if it all goes well, I've got no idea what I'm doing if I'm being perfectly honest, but we're going to cut this bag of grass seed open, drop the seed in there, set the rate and drive along over the cultivated ground to try and plant this field of grass, which I've got no idea whether it's going to work or not, so it'll be a bit of fun, to be fair. It'll be quite interesting. I've heard you can put turnips on like this, stubble turnips, you know. It's a permanent pasture lay. We've got some clover in there, we've got perennial ryegrass, timothy, white clover. Who needs a 50,000, 100,000 pound drill when you've got a little spinner? You can buy these on eBay for a couple £100. All the bags open. Bags open at the bottom. In it goes. Try and look after it. Set it on the little dial down here. We'll gradually let it out. So if I've just opened it up a little bit. We don't want it up too much. But anyway, we will see. We will see if this couple of £100 spinner works. And by the way, as you can probably tell on this lovely sunny day, the gate is fixed. We put a new battery on the outside, and we've also rewired all this bit down here. That was what the issue was, and that's why it wouldn't start up. The old battery had blown up and this wire had come off and it was corroded. That was what was causing all the problems. So it's up and running now, but no one knows for how long, because it's not been the most reliable machine on the farm. But anyway, not the straightest drilling in the world. We've got something coming out the back, but I think we can turn it up a little bit because I'm not seeing that many seeds. So we'll just whack it up, let some more out, see how we get on. Done most of it now, as you can see, but I was a bit worried about getting stuck down there because it's getting a bit wetter. I wanted to use the quad bike, but Dad nicked that earlier to go and check the sheep, so I had to use the gator today. But touch wood, it hasn't done too bad a job. You see there's grass seed down there. I'll get the rollers out and we'll roll this in before long and see if we can roll it in with the Cambridge rollers. But I think, to be honest, it's a bit too wet for that 6R. I'll probably just use the little flat roller with the 65, because I'm just in the middle of repairing that at the moment, but it hasn't done too bad a job. We'll just have to wait now and see if the grass actually comes up. I've got no idea what I'm doing with this. It's a bit of an experiment really, if anything, so fingers crossed something comes up. We are struggling. My foot's flat down now. It just seems to be struggling in the wet spots, but the gator is mighty considering it breaks down half the time. It's not too bad today. Like I say, I have a love-hate relationship with this gator. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's really bad. And you can never get it working again. But today it is working and it is getting the grass planted. Not the fanciest drill in the world, but it does the job and it saves getting the contractor in. Look at this oyster catcher. So clever, these birds. It knows I'm planting the grass and he's sitting there waiting to come and eat the grass. Oh, look at him, he's clever. Clever, but I can't scare him off because they're protected. I think that's an oyster catcher. Yeah, it is. Or a lapwing. Pretty sure it's an oyster catcher. Someone will correct me, I'm sure. But no, they are protected. Don't want to scare a bird off which is protected and end up in jail like that farmer who dug up the river. Crazy world nowadays, but you've got to respect the environmental laws as well as the laws of the land. That's the whole lot done now. I've run out of seed. I'll just put the last few rows, spent them. Something will hopefully come up. Chuck a bit of grass seed on the old mud patch. Something will hopefully be planted here, and we'll wait for it to come up. Alright, so we've planted the grass seed. I'm trying to fix the Massey Ferguson 65 as well at the moment, and we've finished repairing the chipper and the crane, which is a big job which needs to be done so that it can be sold, and then we can invest in a mower and a round baler for this season. But now I wanted to talk about Great British Beef Week. That's what's going on this week, as I talked about in Sunday's video. Well, look here, I've got a handmade British beef burger from Morrison's. They've got their own butchery at Morrison's and they always do a good job. So I bought one of these and I'll just show you how I cook it for Great British Beef Week. Lovely size, 80p this cost me, not a huge amount. People talk about the cost of living. If you go to McDonald's, you know, Burger King, all of these places and get a burger, or even in a pub, you know, you're talking about 5, 10, 15 pounds. This has cost me 80p. I've got some mature cheddar and I've got some raw onion as well. The cheddar and the raw onion and a roll, you know, it doesn't cost you a huge amount. What is that? 50p for all of that lot, included with the beef burger, which was only 80p. It's British, it's got the British logo on there, and it's also got the all-important red tractor. A relatively cheap price to pay for something which is good quality, British. You know where it's come from, it's got that red tractor mark on the packet, so it's much better if you can to try and cook your fast food, your beef burgers at home. It's a lot healthier and it won't break the bank. Bit of olive oil, let that heat up. Alright, so I'm just going to let it sizzle for a minute on each side, then I'll flip it. So it's been on there for a minute, I'm now going to flip it. Woo! Let that heat up there for another minute. That side, and I'm now just going to put a little bit of mature cheddar on the top, and we'll let that melt in the oven. And the cheese will then melt onto the burger, which will be delicious. Look at that! Wow! Cheese is melted. You see we've got the juice from the burger, and what we want to do with that, the olive oil, you want to just pop that over the bun, get all the flavour. British beef burger with the British red tractor, a little bit of raw onion on top of that, in the bun, a little bit of relish. I've got some lovely potato salad with it, sour cream and chives, which I made earlier, and a lovely British beef burger for British Beef Week. Let's see what this is like. British beef. Yummy. We got the grass in. I'll try and roll it in tomorrow if we get some good weather. We're also trying to fix at 65 at the moment, and we're selling some machinery off. And let me know in the comment section what you're eating for British Beef Week. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.